During CNN's New Year's Eve broadcast, comedian Whitney Cummings unleashed a sharp, unscripted roast of Meghan Markle that has since sparked a firestorm of reactions. In her routine, Cummings scrutinized Markle's public persona and her journey since leaving the British royal family, pulling no punches in her critique of the Duchess of Sussex. Cummings began her takedown by revisiting Markle's highly publicized 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey, labeling it a masterclass in victimhood. She argued that Markle's narrative in the interview leaned heavily on portraying herself as a victim, despite the immense privilege of her circumstances. From there, Cummings targeted what she called the contradictions in Markle's approach to public life. Specifically, she questioned Markle's insistence on seeking privacy while simultaneously engaging in high-profile media ventures, including her podcast and numerous interviews. The roast didn't stop at media appearances. Cummings alleged that Markle's media efforts seemed less about advocating for causes and more about controlling the public's perception of her. Her commentary ventured into Markle's professional endeavors, including the now-cancelled Spotify podcast Archetypes, suggesting they lacked substance and primarily served to keep the Duchess in the limelight. Polarized public reaction. As expected, the roast ignited fierce debate across social media platforms. Supporters of Meghan Markle decried Cummings' remarks as insensitive and unnecessary, accusing the comedian of using a public figure to grab attention. However, others praised Cummings' willingness to speak out, viewing her comments as a necessary critique of celebrity culture and hypocrisy. Traditional media outlets, which often tread carefully regarding Markle, were quick to cover the event, though many articles highlighted the potential fallout from such pointed humor. The discourse extended into broader conversations about comedy, its boundaries, and its role in holding powerful figures accountable. The fallout for Meghan Markle. The roast has raised new questions about Meghan Markle's public persona and her approach to advocacy. Markle has been a vocal advocate for mental health and women's issues, but critics argue that the increased scrutiny on her public statements and actions may undermine her credibility in these areas. Some royal commentators have speculated that the roast could exacerbate tensions between Markle and the royal family, given that their relationship has already been fraught since the couple's departure from royal duties in 2020. Whitney Cummings defends herself. In the days following the broadcast, Cummings addressed the controversy surrounding her remarks. She defended her comments as satire, emphasizing the role of comedy in addressing public figures and societal issues. Comedy has always been about pushing boundaries, she stated in a post-show interview, adding, "Meghan Markle isn't off-limits just because she's had challenges. She's a public figure with influence, and it's fair game to question that." Broader implications. The event has reignited debates about the fine line between comedy and cruelty, particularly when addressing issues of mental health and privacy. It has also amplified ongoing discussions about the responsibilities of public figures to align their words with their actions. Whether this episode will have lasting repercussions for Markle's image remains to be seen. However, the roast has undoubtedly brought her back into the center of public discourse, continuing a saga that has captivated and divided audiences globally.